live action one.
Is it? Oh, like a Jungle Book.
Yeah. And live action Dumbo. And Aladdin.
Fuck Dumbo, I like Aladdin.
Will Smith's the genie in it.
Hmm?
Yeah, Roman who's dead in it. Full cut.
Fuck, I tell you what I watched earlier. I don't know if it's true story. Do that Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, true story.
Have you seen the documentary on the guy?
No, I haven't seen the actual documentary.
It's like a fucking thing with him and Will Smith. When they're talking about it, like.
No.
Fucking mad.
The guy walks past the end of the film.
Is there? He's fucking huge.
No?
Yeah, he's not there.
No, just press record.
I don't
That's
know
what
if
you
it's
usually do.
true
You just do it on a sneak, don't you? That guy's back again.
I don't know what it is. This is episode 3 of Turn Lights On podcast with myself, James Lilly, Dan Lerwell and John Phillips have joined us today. So they've come on. They've got 2 massive fights coming up in the next, 7 days for you, Dan, and 2 weeks? Around 2 weeks, so we're going to have a quick chat about that and a few other things. So nice one coming on, lads.
No worries.
You were second time, John. So, and you've been
No.
on.
I did learn for the first time.
You fucking going to other ones, don't you?
Yeah. You started with us and you've gone.
They paid me.
Sorry, I'm paying Dan.
All I get paid here is fucking coffee.
2 coffees.
Get off as a biscuit as well.
What do you want a biscuit?
No, I'm right, thanks.
I bought them specials at
What biscuits are
55p ones from Aldi.
Didn't tell me up for it. But, right, let's get straight into it. We'll start with you, Dan.
Chronological order, innit?
Right, yeah.
Because Dan's first.
Yeah, so he's fighting.
Not favourite, is it? Just so.
So, yeah, next Saturday,
Yeah.
6 days, the O2 in London.
Yeah.
Danny McIntosh.
Danny McIntosh, yeah.
What's his nickname? You got a nickname?
I don't know. I don't think so. Chinny.
It's,
So we called afterwards.
it's a step up from the last guy, although the last
Yeah.
guy, Little John, what was his name?
Peter Radford.
Peter Radford.
He was a giant of a bloke, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he had a few more fights in BKB than McIntosh as well. But
Yeah, about 10, didn't he?
yeah, he's fought McIntosh.
Is he?
Yeah, McIntosh stopped him, but he didn't knock him out.
Cold. Put it down the tree. But
Radford did say in the change room, I should have had time to recover.
I know. How many weeks did he win?
I'm ref got to come to 2 million.
Oh, it's gone like viral. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dan knockout. They've used it. BKB have used it.
Robin
numerous
Blackton
times.
as well, didn't
I
he?
just remember shouting at the ref for the coming.
Yeah, I remember
It was
that.
Dan.
I can remember that.
He was like barely last night when he watched the fight. It was Dan. But yeah, that's gone viral.
Yeah.
They've used that on loads of promotions now. So this guy's a bit of a step up. He's got a bit of a background in professional. I mean, so what do you know about McIntosh?
I know he's European pro champion. He's fought Bailey, he's fought Cleverly, he's fought a few good boys pro. I'm looking forward to fighting him, to be honest.
Cleverly stopped him as well, didn't
Cleverly stopped him and Bailey stopped him.
he? Yeah, Cleverly don't find him too either, see?
I've been told
He's
that.
probably as hard to me, like, well.
Yeah.
But you have you found it easier to prepare for this guy? Because obviously, with all the fights he's got, you can just pop on YouTube and have a look. Where it must be harder for him to prepare.
I don't really look on YouTube and that. My coach through Jason, he has a look. But yeah, it's been a good preparation for this fight, to be honest. He's been better than the last one. He feels fit.
He looked fit, didn't he?
Yeah, much fitter.
He must have said when you walked in.
Yeah.
But that was you said about Jason and boxer tricks.
Boxer tricks, yeah.
Yeah, how's it been going with him?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, best coach I've had, to be honest. I've had loads of good coaches. I've been round everywhere, but he's brought me on a lot. In fairness, a lot.
What got you into, obviously, you know, Lily, your mates with Lily and he was fighting in it, but what appealed to you about the bare knuckle? Because it takes a special kind of person.
Special kind of idiot.
To be honest, I don't really know. I seen Lily fight the first show. I seen a couple of boys my weight, and I thought I'd beat them. So I thought I'd have a go. Just have a go, yeah.
And
see
it
what
worked
happens.
out alright.
It worked out alright, yeah.
Because you can take a fucking dig as well. Because I ran for caught you.
I normally take one to wake up.
What do you think of it, John? Because obviously these two are close mates, and
think the boys just love to fight, and I think, I don't know if it's because we're from Townell or because we're from Swansea, I don't know, and it's, I think we always got to do something, we always got to fight. Like James is a prime example, he'll take a fight in a day's notice, in a second's notice, and
without permission.
We just got to fight, and we always look in, I think when we not fight, we're not training with fighting mainly. I think, we need to have that something all the time. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that's whether we Townell boys or Swansea boys or Welsh, I don't know, I can't answer it, to be honest. I don't know, because I get the same thing. If I haven't got to fight, my head's going. So.
I think it's a bit of a thing from a Gwent as well, because when we used to box for Gwent, you'd fucking spar on the Thursday night and all of a sudden Ted ring you saying, you fighting Friday.
Yeah.
And you'd
bring your gloves to spare.
Yeah. And you'd go to spend, you're ready match.
You'd be active, But I think that's the thing with us as well, that we're like, it's just normal. We like a tear up. We have a tear up, and this, it's not like, it's not a big thing for us. We'll go and have a fight today, and then we'll go and fucking dig a ditch tomorrow or whatever. Whatever we got to do tomorrow is just a normal thing. And I think that's exactly what it is for these guys as well. It's like, you can make a couple of quid on it, but they do it for free. We would do it for free if if there was no money in it. Ideally, the money would be better for everyone, but I think if there was no money in it, I think we still would need that urge to fight and blow off steam. So I think where people go and play football on a Saturday, that's their fix. This is our fix.
Yeah, I see the money as like a bonus, and it's like you don't think about it as your wage, because we've all got like other jobs and other stuff going on. I think of it as like, that's a nice little fucking boost to your pay packet, and I get to do something that's fucking fun. Like.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail there with it being a Gwent thing, maybe, because my brother said he wasn't like sparring, he was survival. He'd get beat up for X amount of time until he was good enough to beat them up then.
Simple swim.
Yeah, he'd chuck you in, he'd take a tune in. My brother said he took a tune in for a couple of years and then he clicked. I was like, I'm alright now, and he started dishing him a bit. There must be a Gwent thing.
It's like that thing in layer cake. You get out, you take shit, you take less, you climb a little bit, you take less shit, you climb a little bit, you take less shit. Before you know it, you're king of the Gwent.
Teddy has bred absolute monsters, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Him and Paddy,
But I do believe, don't get me wrong, absolutely the Gwent is exceptional. But I think it's Welsh, I think they've got a bony mind. Bony mind has bred absolute monsters. Premier bred monsters, and it's not just them, it's you go all over Wales, you know what I mean? I think it's just
blind and mice, Dongle.
Yeah, blind and mice, you know what I mean? And that's just the name of food. We can just keep going and going. I think it's a Welsh mentality, and I think it comes back. It's bred into us. I think it's literally bred into us. We fight, and that's just a normal thing. We play rugby, we fight, we play football, we fight, whatever it is. Sooner or later you'll get that opportunity when you're growing up. You're going to fight, and it'll be. When our generation growing up, it was normal you fight. That's what we do, and there was never any like choice in it. They weren't like, do you want to fight? It's like, you fight then. Today, it's like, do you want to box or do you want to do this? And you see the kids and they know what to do because you give them the option. We didn't have the option. Like, you're fighting. It was like, fuck.
You wouldn't even know you were fighting. It's like today they'll be like, do you want to fight? Sean in the championships, and be like, I'm not fighting him. Now it's just the padding tag. Be like, right, you're fighting Thursday, and you wouldn't even know nothing about the guy you're fighting.
Back when our age were kids, there was no internet really. There was no like online games. You might have
Lily would argue about the internet.
You might have an old Nintendo or something. But
better than 1960, that right?
You might have an old Nintendo kicking on in the house, but other than that, it was out. You go on the street, play football. You go to the gym and box, or you have to do that just to kill some time, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
I think as well, obviously, from a kid it becomes a hobby and a way of life, but obviously you grow up to that. Obviously you go to work, you socialise, you discover town, but I think for a lot of people it ingrains on them, and then as you're going through life, even later on now, like us guys, we all in our 30s, and we still want to fight as much as we did when we were in our 20s and when we were in our teens. It's just, I think it's ingrained in us, and not in a nasty way. It's just, I think we all quite competitive, and we all like to compete, and it's just, if we're not competing, it's like fucking hell, life's passing us by, and it feels like we're not doing nothing. So you need to get out and feel like we need to get out and showcase our skills. Like
worry about what I'm going to do when I retire. Like, fuck.
I think it's quite rare as well because you three are really close mates.
Yeah.
And you're all high level professional fighters. So, I mean, I can't think off the top of my head any other close band of mates that have grown up together and are like that.
I think as well it was just like that we have just stuck with it, you know what I mean? We haven't taken the no for the answer, and we've just kept pushing and pushing and faced adversity, and a lot of other people have started a job and said, oh, you know, that's the end of me, I haven't got time to train now, where we have had to go off and work and said, no, we're still going to find the time to train. Alright, yeah, it's going to be harder, but we're going to find the time. I think realistically a lot more people could be where we were if they made the sacrifices that we have made. It's just they weren't willing or weren't cut out to do what we would do, you know. Everyone wants to be a fucking beast until you got to do what a beast does.
To say like some people, like I've had boys put up fights saying, oh, I ain't got time to train. I ain't got time to train, but I'll get up at 5 in the morning, train before, come home, see the kids, then I go train after work and I come home and I don't see the kids, you know. So it's just you got to fucking push it down on you inside and just fucking get on with it.
You've got to decide what. You've got a limited, as a fighter, you've got a limited window that you've got to jam it in and get as much out of that window as you can.
Yeah.
So you've got to make those sacrifices, family sacrifices and stuff for that. What have you got? 20-year window from if you start at, if you're lucky, if you start at like 18.
From now.
But obviously everyone knows you're fighting in BKB, but you fight for a reason as well.
Sorry, guys.
Answer it.
I can't answer it. It's the missus.
I purposely leave mine on.
No, you fight for a cause.
Sorry,
well.
boys.
That's right. You fight for, he leaves his phone on. You can't get him off his phone when he's on it.
I might get calls for sponsors.
Oh, right, okay. Or
one of the boys just texted me, Die Owls. Deb just said to me, I shouldn't have had the nibbles out last night if John and Dan has got a fight coming up because Dan had fucking loads.
No, I didn't. You're like I give his dog loads and she's bad and I didn't know. So I hope she's alright, Di.
Yeah, you fight for a cause. So
yeah.
do you want to talk about that and explain why and what the cause is? And
it's one of the reasons I got back into fighting, to be honest with you. I had a long time off. Not a long time, but you know, I wasn't really concentrating on training. It was more work and stuff. And then I had my son, Theo, and it turned out he was autistic, and he got diagnosed when he was about 2. And to be honest, I think the boys agree, I didn't really know anything about autism. Nothing. Nothing at all until I had my son. And I thought it'd be, you know, come back fighting and raise as much awareness as I can for it.
Yeah, I don't think, unless you're affected, I don't think many people
no.
know. I've seen a couple of fighters with it on the, like
Liam
Karen Smith brothers have got on.
They got an autistic sister, I think.
Yeah.
Right, but unless you're affected by it,
you don't know about it. No.
Can you talk about how it affects like everyday life? Or?
It's quite hard. Like, he's non-verbal. He's happy. He's the happiest kid probably I got, and he's got his gold. But he has meltdowns. He's non-verbal. It's to explain autism. They like in their own little world, and they're happy in that world. And then they'll come out to that world then when they want something, which I'm quite jealous of, to be honest with you. Yeah. But it's really hard to explain. I've read books on it. I've read loads of stuff on it. My wife's probably more an expert than me, but I didn't know nothing at all about it until he was born, until he was diagnosed. Nothing. Since
you started to come back fighting and have you noticed that people ask you about it more or talk to you about it more? So you know that it is actually raising awareness.
I've met guys through John O'Leary and Andre. They actually come to most of my fights to watch me.
Biggest fans, aren't they?
And my biggest fans, yeah.
They were mine, his fucking store.
And Andre, well, he's a pleasure. He's on the spectrum, and he knows more about boxing and MMA than anyone I know.
I've seen a picture.
Honestly, God, he was in Adrenaline Fight Night, and he was speaking to Brett Johns, and he was saying stuff to Brett Johns about BJJ. I don't think even Brett knew what he's on about, but he's exceptional. He's
exceptional. 7 languages, can he?
He can speak with 7 languages.
Guy, what was it, from Czechoslovakia? And
Romania.
Romania. I know Romanian, and then I had a conversation with the guy, like, we were
what else do you speak? What's
Swedish. He went to the Swedish team.
And
Chinese.
Mandarin.
Because he wants to live out there.
Yeah, Mandarin. But yeah, he's and he was the same as my Theo. He was non-verbal as Theo's age. And when you see them that age then, and they've come out and
So
they
they can
speak
be
in,
non-verbal.
yes,
Right,
yeah,
okay.
and it's just a big boost then. The hardest part probably about it is trying to get placements in schools and stuff like that, which is a side that people don't see. Which is
always
quite,
down you don't get as much fun than
yeah,
you do in the schools
it's
and
quite
stuff,
draining to be
so,
honest.
yeah.
Even if the mainstream school says they can't meet his needs, they tend to, like, the first once or twice they won't give you the placement, and you've got to fight for it then, yeah, which is it's crazy,
Wrong,
but
isn't
that's the way it is. But no, I just want to raise as much awareness as I can for it, to be honest with you.
I think you are,
Yeah.
because we've knocked a couple of t-shirts up.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
try and
I've
get it
seen
out
them,
a bit
yeah,
more.
yeah,
I think
brilliant.
yours is on order now.
Yeah.
I don't. You're
We had a couple of
yours.
I think, like you said, and you know, until you're affected by it, it's the unknown. You're not going to know about it until it touches you. Like
Yeah, like
I never knew
John's
about
affected
it.
by it now. He's Theo's godfather. He's like, you know, he's more or less his uncle.
Yeah.
And I don't think you knew anything
No, I
about it.
didn't know anything about it. And like sitting obviously on the outside and looking in at Lisa and Daniel with you know, autistic kid, and then to see them not know, and it was terrifying for them, and it was terrible to see and shocking to see. And then by chance I went up, I can't remember where it was, I went up country somewhere to film a fucking a music DVD in the back
With Kyle, wasn't it?
yeah
Kyle,
yeah and
he got an autistic son as
well,
well.
I started talking to the guys in the gym, and there was an autistic kid there, and I come, he said, oh, you know, the kid started speaking to me, and then his dad told me, I would never guess in a million years he was autistic, and his dad told me then, oh, you know, my son's autistic, John, so I apologise in advance for anything, you know, if he's over chatty. I said, don't be daft. I said, mate, I'm so fucking buzzing to see your kid, you know, how chatty he is, you know. You know, I couldn't even tell he was autistic, and I couldn't wait then to get on the phone, and I stood and I said, Dan, I said, it's not going to be this. I've seen an autistic kid up here, and he's
boxing you, isn't he? He's boxing in the ring.
You know, and it is, and until you know about it, then you don't know, and then you start noticing it more, and then like actually knew that Enzo's kid was autistic, which I didn't know. John Kavanagh's nephew, I believe it is autistic, and it's surprising how much of it is out there, and how little knowledge of it is about. It is, I suppose, you know, and like I said, it was just absolutely devastating to see the struggle that Dan and Lisa's going for the whole family, and then not just them, I suppose every family has got an autistic child because of the unknown. Yeah, you know, they've obviously faced this head on, didn't have a clue about it, struggled, you know, just and now they can't get their placement in the school, you know, having no help of a government, you know. For instance, you know, they're not even giving them a fucking courtesy car. It's disgusting, you know what I mean? And they've got to struggle then, you know, with the other kids and Theo, you know, or just on a day-to-day basis, and it's fucking heartbreaking to see, like, but you know, you and Lisa are a rock, mate, and you'll get for anything. You know?
And there's a lot of places out in Swansea, a lot of help as well. You've got like the NAS Swansea, you've got Active for Autism, which is run by Tom, which is amazing. Same as Enzo's been helped me, he spoke to me about it and stuff like that, and it's surprising how much is out there, but you just don't, there's so much to learn. I don't think people want to learn about it until it actually affects them. Until you have to. I mean, the spectrum, it goes from ADHD to OCD at the bottom end of the spectrum. At the bottom end of the spectrum, and my son got ASD, which is at the top of the spectrum. And it's loads in between as well, so it's
they just think it's one thing.
It's not. It's a million things.
I've seen a couple of little things like in the paper and stuff, like hairdressers who specialise in autistic children, where they cut the hair, they're on the floor with them.
That's my son.
That's
well,
awesome,
we took him up to one place underneath. He was good, but Theo was just getting so stressed about it. But now we got someone that comes to the house and follows him round while he's on the iPad and snips a bit off there, and she's brilliant.
Great stuff.
Yes, but it's just little stuff like that.
You need things like that.
Like the senses are so high. Haircuts, feel of stuff. You get a blanket, he won't leave go of because he loves the feel of it. But then other stuff, he'll touch it and he'll run away from it. Like it's just so many things.
Tom was a tank, man, didn't he?
Oh, Tom was a tank. Well, one thing with the autistic kids, if they get interested in something, if you can get them interested in something, they excel at it.
Yeah?
Yeah, they sell it.
Like that kid who watches you.
Yeah. Like Andre, he loves fighting, and at the moment my son loves Tom's Tank and Numbers. So it's but hopefully it'll change one day, and he'll be able to speak and be able to tell us what's wrong and that. And I think that's what frustrates him the most.
As well, it's just the unknown. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's obviously the scary aspect for him. He says the unknown and like what if and all this. And,
I mean, when they first get diagnosed and they start telling you stuff like you never leave home and you never speak, and then you start going out speaking to people that's been told that, and it's gone totally the opposite way. It's good news, and it's the doctors are always right, like.
Yeah. But I suppose as well, if I'm right in saying this, because you're with Theo every day and you're listening with him every day, sometimes you don't notice the little improvements. Like sometimes me and my partner Kerry, we don't get up to see Lisa and Dan for a couple of months at end sometimes, and then obviously we go up there and then we see a difference in Theo from the time we went the last time. Like you'd go in some times and he wouldn't interact with you or play with you. He'd be perfectly happy, doing his own thing or playing with his Thomas the Tank stuff. But then another time we go there and he's actually grabbing you and kissing you on the face and and they were trying to talk to us and I was blown away with that, and I was like, mate, look at this. And it just shows how much they come on, and I think they're almost like a little bit slow start, and then once they get going they'll excel and fly up, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It's just all little things like toilet training. People think a toilet training's easy for babies. Speaking the first words and stuff like that, and then with a child on the spectrum, it's not so easy.
It might change them, do they?
Like Theo's 4 now, he's still in nappies, and that's the next step for us now is trying toilet training and stuff. But like, same as food, like only like certain foods eat a certain way. Loves tomato sauce, but if anything's touching his tomato sauce, it'll go up in the air. Yeah, but it's just little odd, little things. Well, it's little things to us, but big things to us, and little things to other people.
Share before then you looking at your boy and what he's going through. Yeah, that's why it makes fighting easy for you. Because
I was going to say what kind of like almost the motivation.
Because life's fucking harder than anything we do in a ring.
Fighting every day, so if I can fight for 10 minutes, BKB or boxing or whatever, it's nothing compared to what he fights. Do you know what I mean? Right. So that's what drives me.
It's another thing we said about like fighting, like people say, how do you fight? Fighting's easy. It's like life's hard, like all the fucking stuff that's going on with people. It's fucking mad, like.
Yeah, everyone's got a battle. They go past everyone in the street. Everyone's got something going on. It's just an old deal, And it's just fucking. It's a cunt for some people.
I know it's good to have you on and stuff so people can fucking listen to this.
A bit of awareness up there,
Get some rope, must be all going to be hanging outside. Just fucking up for fuck's sake. It's the saddest, most depressing fucking podcast I've ever been on. I'm going to be talking to myself. I might go and punch fucking the missus now.
Smack mine on the way out as well.
Right then, John, you had some welcome news. What was it, a couple of weeks back? Or obviously you must have known for a while.
I don't know. No, actually, I only known for just over 4 weeks. So I was offered. I was actually offered a short notice fight from Russia. I was offered 2 weeks notice. Obviously, the people who don't know, I've got some visa issues a minute, so it means I can't fight out of Europe, which is an absolute joke. Not to go into all detail again, but I was offered a fight in Russia in 2 weeks' notice at a higher weight at 205. I can't remember the guy's name, it's in my phone. Or try and make my fighting weight the middleweight, which I wouldn't have made. Accepted the fight. They got back to me and said, look, we could get the fight, but we're not going to get you a visa in time for Russia. So that's off. So this is September, like the 2nd. I said, right, no worries, got the blah blah blah. I said, but the China card really works for me, and I'm on to them all the time about a fight, I said, the China card works for me. I said, give me China. They said, we'd love to have you on China, but we can't have you on China as we need another Chinese man on the other side to make it work. You have to fight the Chinese man. That's ideally. I said, well, then there's no middleweight Chinese.
I'm going to say you're quite small, aren't you?
Just going to say James. So they said it's not going to work. I said, alright, okay, but keep me posted. I said I'm going to train flat out, so if I get offered another short notice fight, I'll be ready. and then I fucking blew my shoulder. It was off. I thought, I'm not going to fight till after Christmas, so I'm not going to really worry about dieting or rushing back. I've been working on the house. Get a phone call, can you fight in China in 4 weeks' time? Less than 4 weeks' time. I'm like, fuck, I can't say no.
Yeah, because you've been on the phone.
Yeah, of course. I've been on the phone, don't I? Look like an idiot. I said, yeah, of course I can. And I'll make my weight, etc. But training's going really good. I feel really fit. I feel sharp. It's just catching up from where I left off, really, and the shoulder's holding out. So I think it'll be a good fight. And I've got my visa. So yeah, I had to go to actually. I had to drive to Edinburgh and back. And we
I'm going to China as well,
and Curtis and Ollie, and we had to drive to Edinburgh.
I don't think they have a Chinese embassy in London. That's mad, isn't it?
The Chinese embassy in London isn't, apparently the turnaround window is longer than the one in Edinburgh. So we had to go to Edinburgh, and the worst thing was we go up there, we put everything in, they give us the visa, and it's going to take 4 or 5 days to come back. We're like, oh right, so you send that back by mail? No, you have to come back and pick it up. You're like, what? You have to come back to Edinburgh. And obviously, people don't know Swansea to Edinburgh is a 7.5 hour drive without any stops. And we can't fly up. This is the best thing. We all like, oh, we'll just fly up. Okay, yeah. UFC says, yeah, we'll give you 300 quid towards costs. So if the 4 of us want to fly up, it costs 1,500 quid. So we're like, fuck, we got to drive. You know, and the boys have got to miss a day's work, and we got to drive up. So he does all this, gets in there, no problem, jumping through hoops. And then like, all right, we've got to come back up in a couple of days to pick it up. I said, well, can you send it out? If we send it out, it takes 20 working days. I'm like, we can't wait 20 working days, we need to book our flights. Like, our flights are going up every day. So luckily, Curtis's girlfriend's cousin or postman's mate, whatever, knows someone in Edinburgh. He was good enough to receive our like slip to pick the visas up. We sent it up by courier. He picked it up, and he's picked our passports up and actually carried them back. They should be getting there tomorrow.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, we've had pictures of them. We've got the visas.
We've got the visas.
We've got 90 days, baby, for the next 2 years in China.
It's like a conspiracy against you, mate.
Oh, mate, I swear.
Nothing's ever straightforward.
And the best was, right, this drive now. The drive up down wasn't that bad. We flew up, we was all high and having a laugh, and you know. We coming back now, right? And the thing was, our plan was, in the embassy, quick turnaround, quick bite to eat, bang, back on the motorway, back home. But they dropped this bombshell on us, didn't they? So we fucking panicking now. We texting everyone. Do we know anyone in Edinburgh? Putting posts up on Facebook. Edinburgh, Glasgow, can anyone do us a favour? And there's loads of people messaging back, but we don't fucking know them. So we don't want to be trusted now with our passports, because if they fuck up, the fight's off. It's just got to be someone who's 100%. And so we hanged around for 2-3 hours. So the time we left Swansea at 2:30 in the morning. The time I got back in my house was 3 o'clock the next morning. So it was, you know, it was 24.5 hours of driving and travelling. And when I was driving back, the boys had offered, listen, you know, if you need a driver, swap driver, we'll swap driver. So I can feel myself going now. So I look, do I really want to drive? Curtis says, yeah, I'll drive. Okay, great stuff. Pulls over, Curtis jumps in, we bang, down the motorway. He's never drove automatic before. Decides to left foot brake on the motorway. I thought he was going to roll us over. Fucking and my heart was in my mouth. I was like, oh my god. And he's bombing, alright. He's bombing in the fast lane. He wants to get home, he's got work. He's got work on the doors. And so was Ollie. So he's tailgating his car in front of like, Kurt, don't stick too close to this car, you know, hang back a bit. There's fucking loads of cars here. Like, yeah, the brakes are good in this. I don't want to test them, Kurt. Fucking, and he's braking hard down, and he's braking hard. Next minute, right? There's a 4-car pile-up right in front of us. It's just happened. People are getting out of the car. We just missed them.
They're literally on the motorway.
Next minute, there's another 4-car pile-up. I can't sleep. He's going to crash my car. I'm like, Kurt, just pull over, fuck it. I'll risk falling asleep at the wheel and drive home rather than you drive home. And that's what we did to me. So,
and then a couple of videos of me being sick, going through fucking lanes.
What's that? Travel sickness?
Travel sickness, yeah.
Alright, on the motorways and through them lanes in Scotland.
I swear, man, I slept for 2 days afterwards. Fuck. Kurt come home and went to work.
Come home and straight to work.
Mad. Fuck that.
But you've got Kevin Holland,
Yeah.
Who's come through Dana White's Contender Series and lost his last fight, I think he lost to Santos.
Diego Santos, yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy with the sledgehammer
That's
on his
right.
chest.
Yeah.
I saw
Jack
that
Marshman.
Marshman.
Yeah.
He by spinning kick, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jared Marshman. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
But how do you see the challenge of Holland?
Well, to be honest, it's sort of I would have took anyone they offered.
Yeah.
It's no lie. I say that every time. Anyone who offer me to fight, I'll fight. And fuck, I'm there to beat everyone. I should find a way to beat everyone. And prime example, and the matchmaker will agree with this. Since I got the UFC, I've been asking to fight Thiago Santos.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost against Thiago Santos, so I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. I've looked at his dog alert. I've looked at his record.
Shoes biscuits.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of wins by knockout.
Yeah.
Couple of losses. Yeah, and a
is.
couple of wins by punches, etc. TKOs and knockouts. So like you say, he's a good all rounder, and he'll present a fairly a
Let's
good
not
test.
let's not get into the illusion that he's going to try and stand. This motherfucker's going to shoot. He's going to shoot from a changing room. I know this. He knows this. This is what his team is telling him.
We said that on your first fight, like the boys were like, "Oh, this guy looks like you stand with John." I said, "Boys, I'll put your man shooting from a chair."
The guy even said in his interview in London,
I'm shooting.
He didn't. He said, "I'm going to stand with John. I'm going to prove everyone I stand with John."
His nickname was Kid Dynamite. Bird.
Charles.
And as soon as he come out, he fucking shot for about your rafters.
All this wrestling malarkey. What's wrong with him? Stand on the cobbles. Have a bed. Have a straightener.
Well, like you say, you've got a. How many is about 550 fighters in the UFC soon? Like 0.1% of fighters in the world.
Yeah.
You've got to be prepared for everything.
100%, mate. You know, I can't moan and say, fucking hell, he took me down, he shouldn't stand. It's MMA, mate. I will take him down if I get the chance. That's how the cookie crumbles, you know. I was just unfortunate last time. It was my night. That's how it goes, mate. You win some, you fucking lose some.
It's going to be all the stars aligning. Late call.
Exactly, yeah.
Good game.
I think, to be honest, everything happens for a reason. I've got a lot to make up for. I'm fucking definitely pissed off from my last outing. I feel that I was adamant I was probably going to get cut after my last fight, after my last performance. I went out, I didn't get to showcase anything. This had a mare of a fight. So this is almost like redemption for me to go back out and show what I'm about. The circumstances are not great, 4 weeks notice, but when are the circumstances ever great? I spoke to my coaches and everything's not ideal, but fuck it, let's go. I'm ready to fight, I'm fit, and I think that's what it's about. If I don't take a chance, I'm going to be sitting there at Christmas time thinking, what if? I'd rather say,
They might say as well, they said, we offered it to John, he didn't take it, let's not fucking look at him again,
Exactly, yeah. I think, to be honest, I'll go there, I'll blow away Kevin, I'll be fighting at London Club.
That's March, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, the obvious question is, you still want the Marshman fight? And if is that the one, or have you gone, fuck it?
To be honest, mate, I think it's bigger fish to fry. Everyone's on to me about Marshman, but is Marshman going to get cut now after his loss? I truly hope he doesn't. I would hate to see him get cut. But, if the fight happens, the fight happens. I'm not really bothered about it. I want to get after the bigger names and move up after towards the top 10 or top 15. Like Thiago, I would like, what I mean? But by all means, if Marshman says, hey, John, I want to go, let's fucking go. If anyone says to me, let's go, let's fucking go. They don't have to ask twice.
You kind of gone different ways. You were like when you were Bama champion and he was Cage Warrior champion.
It made sense.
That was the perfect time.
It made sense then, yeah.
But now you've got your own roots, and there's so many fighters in the UFC. It's pointless them just saying all that stuff.
Yeah, I think I'll speak for Jack here as well. I'm sure he wants to get after the people who just beat him, probably. Or whatever. He's probably got people in sight. The truth of the matter is, I don't know, and I don't fucking care. As long as I get paid, I don't give a shit. I'll fight anyone. That's what's all about. Is we fight because we enjoy the fighting, but we enjoy the money. You
say you fight for free, but obviously you got to.
But now I'm making a living out of it. Yeah. So the numbers have got to be right, and if I could, I'd be fighting every month for the money I'm on. You know what I mean? As simple as that.
Last time you come on, you hadn't had a fight. You've been signed, but there was no fight that happened. Obviously, you had
still on crutches, wasn't he?
Yeah, you've done it.
You're still on crutches, yeah.
Obviously, you've had a fight since, and you've had the build up, the whole, and you seem to be the star of the build up week, the fight week. How was all that? We're talking about
The
that.
build up was great.
It
fight
looked
was
like
shit.
he was. It looked like he was loving the build up.
Do you know? I think I took my eyes off a prize. Well, I did. I know I did. I'll tell you, I just had a fucking mare, and I went out. Everything was more relaxed and no tension, and it was such a big build up. And like it was like, oh yeah, we high five, we made UFC, and you know, before I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. I'm here to kill him. You know what I mean? And he's here to kill me. But he fucking switched on. And I was looking at the other guy thinking, I'm better everywhere. I'm like, fuck, what do you do? Like, and I went out almost in play mode, like I was sparring a novice sort of thing, and it cost me the fight. You know, I made a mistake and got caught, but that will not fucking happen again. I tell you that now. So, like I said, it's redemption, and I love the build up, and I purposely, granted this fight is short notice, but obviously I've had a lot of people asking me to do interviews, and I won't do any interviews. I don't want to talk. I want to fight. I want to fucking fight. I want to do what I love.
Chef for his mates.
And I want to get in there and put on a fucking show and show why I was signed to UFC.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, because it's frustrating for like people who know your fans. You watch Charles Bird in his next fight, then, and he's standing there and having a proper scrap, and that's what everyone wanted to see with you.
I think as well, this comes down to, you know, on the night as well. You know, obviously they had a game plan, and you know I'd gone out. My game plan was with him until he goes to sleep, and I rushed and got the takedown. But I'm sure if I got to take the stand up, then we would have started exchanging, and who knows what would have happened there. But definitely, you know, from now on, every time I fight, I'm just going to wrestle mode. These guys ain't going to fucking strike me. They're going to try and take me down. So all I've got to do is forget about this striking. Let's fucking wrestle. Let's wrestle. Striking will present itself. They go to sleep. Yeah. Simple as that.
What I was thinking on the way over, obviously you two are best mates.
Yeah.
You've cornered him. He's going to corner you.
Yeah.
Do you get more nervous? And the same question.
Yeah.
When the other one's fighting. Yeah.
Don't be wrong. I still get nervous when I fight, but you're in control of that. So it's not the same sort of nervous feeling.
Yeah.
When he fights, I'm fucking terrified. I'm standing in the corner and changing. I'm like, yeah, everything's gonna be alright. And in my head, I'm thinking, fuck, I hope everything's gonna be alright. And you can't show it. You can't show it. Of course.
It's
And you always go, fuck, you're gonna kill this guy. You're gonna kill him. Yeah, you're gonna kill him. And I do believe that, but you're in your head. You're like, fuck, you know, because it's out of your control. You know what I mean? And like the last fight, Dan, I'd rushed into the guy, walked onto a fucking big shot, and I was like, oh my god.
Back, and I was like,
I was just like screaming, fucking box, use your head, and then obviously box and bang, fucking highlight real knockout. Yeah. But it is
Sleep.
It's definitely more scary in the corner in someone than it I think than it is what fighting.
It's the same with any of the mates, or the same with any of the boys, and it's because
you want them to do so well, and then you watch them, you're on the edge, like.
At the end of the day, when you were in there, you were getting it, you were getting cut, you were getting whatever, you were hitting them back. But when you're in the corner, you can't hit them.
I corner a couple of people, and it's more of, obviously I believe I can win, I want to win, but I don't want to get out.
Yeah, of course. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. I'm like, fuck, just be alright.
You don't want to be fucking ringing home and fucking saying,
I don't want to go to the after party.
Don't get cut, I don't want to go to the hospital for fuck's sake. But let's talk about, you've got the t-shirt on now.
Yeah.
You launched how many, a couple of days ago?
Yeah, just a couple of days ago we launched Hemp Heroes. Hemp Heroes in the UK and in Ireland. Going to go global soon. Basically
take it to China with it.
Certainly am, bro. It basically come from, if you don't know the story, my dog was really poorly. I've had my dog for over 10 years. I took him back to the vets. He basically developed a limp. I took him to the vets and they said, listen, you know, he's got arthritis because of his age. You're going to need these painkillers. So I give him the painkillers thinking that's going to be the end of it. No, it seems to get worse, and he's getting worse, and he's not himself. Take him back. They give us strong painkillers. They actually give us painkillers we have to sign for because they're so strong, and he's not himself. And I'm seriously debating: is it time to put my dog to sleep? Because my dog doesn't leave my side, and he was getting up out of the room and walking off and going in and sitting in a different room and crying in a different room, and he just terrible to see, and I felt absolutely hopeless. Watching it as well and watching it unfold, I was like, fucking hell, I'm gonna have to put my dog to sleep here, like. And one of my friends had mentioned CBT. I'd heard about it, but obviously didn't know a lot about it then. And he said, try and run some CBT. And I said, well, fuck it, I'm going to try and run CBT. Tried them on CBT. Within a week, he was running around like a limb. And I give him CBT every day now. And that was sort of like, well, hold on. Because I'd seen these fighters and athletes on CBT before, and to be honest, I thought it was a load of shit. I thought, you know what, they could be paid to put this up.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're putting it up. And I honestly thought it was a load of shit. But after seeing the results it done to my dog, I was like, well, if this can do this to the dog, it could do it to me. You know, it's obviously anti-inflammatory, etc. in it. So I started, me and my business partner in Ireland, we started looking at how to get our own hemp and doing the research. And I'll be honest, Dave is more brains than me, and the brawn, he's the brains. And he done a lot of research and worked his ass off, and we come up with the idea of the company. We got all the suppliers and all this and that, and yeah, you know, we've gone from there, and we've come to the stage now where we've launched Hemp Heroes, which specialises obviously in human consumption, but we've also got a pet range. But the pet range is what initially kicked everything off for us.
What's the reaction been like since you've launched it?
Great, absolutely great. The amount of people that message me, this is great, we needed this a long time ago. And you know, you've only got to Google CBT benefits, and you'd be blown away with it. You know, you won't believe it.
Yeah, it's madness.
It's crazy, and it's crazy that it's been suppressed for so long by the government. You know, because it's killing pharmaceutical companies.
It's just money.
And it's absolutely fucking diabolical. It's a crime. And it's great now to see. I'm not saying I'm a fucking saviour or anything like that. You know, I'm obviously, I seen what it done to my dog, and the main thing for me was, right, I can say I've saved my dog. I wanted to save other dogs, so I wanted to share the thing for that. And I was like, well, hold on, I'm going to start taking it myself. I'm taking it myself. I feel great after training. I'm sleeping better. I don't feel as anxious. My mind isn't working 100 miles per hour. So it's helping me. So I was like, well, it makes sense. Let's make a fucking company. You know what I mean? Let's push it further. And everyone I spoke to on it has just had positive reactions.
I've taken it.
Yeah. No one I spoke to has had a negative effect unless they're buying some Mickey Mouse stuff or something that's not regulated.
Yeah, you've got to know what you're buying. Obviously, your stuff is all.
Yeah, all ours is independent lab checked. You know, everything is organic, everything is sourced. You know, it is what it says in the tin, basically. You know what I mean? And like I said, my dog is living proof, and I'm living proof. You know, I won't expect you to take, or your dog or anything to take something that I'm not taking. And people say, well, where's the research now? Well, the research is what I've done to my dog. The research is what it's doing to me. So I'm not fucking bluffing you. It's not a hard sale. This is what it's doing. And
I told my own girl, because I told her about the dog.
Yeah.
Because her dog keeps chewing his feet all the time. And
my friend, she was doing exactly the same.
So I told she started 2 days ago. Giving her drops. So it'll take a while. I expect.
And you can even put the balm. You can put the balm on their feet as well. So even if you didn't want to do the drops, there's balms out there, there's sprays out there. It's endless. You know.
Where can people get it from?
Well, obviously, if you want to go on www.hempheroes.co.uk or www.hempheroes.ie if you're in Ireland.
And just order straight off there.
I started as well.
It's mad, like if you start, because we're in the field of combat, like you just start seeing all the other athletes taking it, and you're like, fuck, and I was getting bad shoulders, you know, and I can't sleep properly.
It's the anti-inflammatory part of it.
Exactly. But it's, it's the anti-inflammatory, right? It's the sleep aspect. It's taking away the anxiousness, the anxiety. It's mad. Like, and even people that don't train, like people with mental problems, will take it and feel a lot better because it's cutting out that need for the pharmaceutical stuff. And I'm not saying that all the pharmaceutical stuff is bad, by all means, I'm sure some is fucking life-saving. But it's proven. It's you can't hide it. Like, it's a fact. This is what's happening to people. Like, I only watched something on like a morning program the other day where a woman was told her kid is fucking terminally ill and he's got 6 months left to live. Like, he's gonna die, and out of sheer desperation, she decided to start giving her kid CBT. And it saved the kid's life. It fucking shrunk the fucking tumour and took him back to the fucking doctors. And the doctor says, oh my god, this is a miracle. How has this happened? And she said, oh, I give my kid fucking CBT oil. We prosecuting you. We ring in the police. You've saved your kid's life by giving him something illegal. It's like, are you fucking real? Where's the sense in that? And luckily now it's legal. Ours is legal, everything is legal, but that shows the madness behind it.
It first came to my attention. I think it was on YouTube or something when he was a kid having like 100 epileptic fits a day, and they were giving a couple of drops, and they were filming in like 5 minutes later. He just slowed down, and the kid was 10 minutes later. The kid you'd never even know.
I do know there's some people using it for autistic kids as well. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I've seen Anu do and stuff like that.
And what we're working with now, we're actually working because to force a kid to have drops under his tongue is going to be quite hard. You can try and sneak it into the food, but it's quite harsh tasting. We're developing flavoured ones, but we're actually developing gummy bears. So you can give them to your kids then as perhaps got ADHD or autistic or whatever problems, and then see how we get off. That's our next step.
Fuck, I'll be on the gummy bears. I can't fucking get out of my tongue anymore.
So it tasted better. When I was taking it, I was taking like 3 drops. And I had a pint of squash and then just neck a pint of squash. It was still slightly tasty, but it helped a lot.
I found that the taste is harsh, and I found I put it in a little glass of milk and I drink it that way, or try to have it mixed in with some food. But definitely, the next step is to have it flavoured. It's definitely easier to take then.
But have you got to let USADA know on that?
Well, I've actually let USADA know every supplement I take, and I've actually had 2 drug tests since taking CBT, and I failed them both.
Yeah?
No. No, I've had 2 drug tests since, and obviously it passed in the flying colours.
I have seen some side effects. His dog Alfie now have grown fucking Rastafarian dreadlocks.
Playing the drums and all sorts.
And he's chilling out the Bob Marley a lot.
All the time.
Fucking right.
I know.
But
it sounds
a lot of athletes, I think, were a little bit nervous of taking it. But like I said, it's all down to where the product is coming from. Has it been fucking sourced correctly? Has it been put together correctly? As an independent lab, I can tell you anything about my product. Of course I can, I'm trying to sell it. But an independent lab is going to tell us the facts and the truths about it. And that's key. So wherever you're buying a product from, make sure it's independently checked by an independent lab to corroborate what they're saying is actually true.
And someone like you've got to be anything like that. Right. You've got to one slip up or something that's not being processed cleanly.
People are under the misconception that it'll get you high, which I was because I'd never known about it. So, and the thing that gets you high is THC. But this is taken out of the product. So it's all the benefits without getting high. There's all the anti-inflammatories, the relaxing, and that's the main thing for a sports person really, I think, is the anti-inflammatories and the ability to relax and get a good sleep, which obviously everyone knows when you sleep you recover.
How long have you been taking it for?
Since Thursday.
No one asking me how long you've been
Strong with beard since.
He looks like Tony Bell even more.
I had a couple of funny dreams off it, but I don't know if that's just funny in the end.
Things wax the brain.
Talking about Belly, did you watch that last night?
Yeah, I did.
He done better than I thought.
I don't know what. I thought he done really well, and I was hoping that he was going to keep going and winning because I had him a couple of rounds. I had him winning a couple of rounds, and he did look like he was spoiling him. He looked like he was looking for the counter, but then it seemed to Bellew started to lose a spring in his step. I think if he'd kept that spring in his step and kept spoiling him, he was frustrating him and catching him. And I thought as this fight goes on, it might be a little bit of an upset here. I don't know how much notice Bellew had. He just didn't look as fit as he normally was.
And Usyk, if you look at the stats for Usyk, he gets stronger as the fight goes on.
He
throws more punches the further into the fight.
He's a chess player, isn't he? He takes his time. He's calculated. He's not stupid. He's not where he is for no reason.
The Ukrainians are fucking weird as fucking. I've seen them all doing the dances and shit.
I've seen a video of him. He's dancing like S Club 7 or something.
That's his victory dance. He's practicing for his victory dance.
Did you see where he pulled on the weigh-ins and he's poking his head over looking like a head?
He fucking looks like a serial killer, doesn't he? I was like, fuck that.
But he's special on the honourable England heavyweight.
Fighting Joshua, isn't it?
Yes.
So Dylan White's been calling about today.
I think he's too small for heavyweight.
Definitely.
Compare him next to like a Fury or something.
I think he's going to be too small. Don't be wrong. Maybe he'll be able to use his speed and try and outbox him and hope to catch him with a bit comfortable. You know, if Joshua can push the pace and him and catch him, he'll get knocked out.
Weight's a big factor, you know,
Course,
6'7" versus 6'3", you know, 3 or 4 stone difference.
Just the fucking jabbing. You know what I mean? He'd win the fight on jabbing. You imagine putting him in with a Klitschko would jab his head off.
But, question I want to ask you, Dan.
Yeah.
I know you're fighting bare knuckle now, and you had a bit of boxing
Yeah.
and the adrenaline show a couple of months back. Are you done with MMA now? Because obviously, like, you had a go for your MMA fights under your belt, haven't you? So,
Yeah, never say never, but I wouldn't cut the middleweight again.
what would you be fighting
If
at?
I was going to go back there, maybe like heavy.
205.
Yeah, I won't go back to middleweight. I think
You're a judo black belt, isn't it?
judo black belt. But no, if I do go back there, maybe like heavyweight.
How did you two meet then? Was you kids? Yeah.
Don't tell a real story, we get locked up.
We both walk into an house and I broke in the back, he broke in front. Met each other, you the young man? No, give me an hand with this.
Oh, it was through mutual friends.
Yeah, mutual friends,
Yeah.
We know each other since we were 13, 14.
14, yeah, easy, yeah.
Obviously, you
The long old time.
fighting, so you had
Yeah.
the connections
Yeah.
straight away.
I remember going the first time in the Gwent.
Yeah.
John was sparring Martin Davis, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And literally I was about, what was I, 15? I was 15, 16, yeah.
He's about the same size as he is now.
I was massive. And Teddy Gray special put me straight with Martin after sparring John. Well, obviously John, I would give him a good sparring session. And Martin battered me.
Where's Martin?
Yeah, big Martin. So I kind of judo through him and put him in a chokeout. Yeah. But
And it wasn't the last time either.
no.
It was every time.
But I was a Gwent. It was
Yeah.
that was the thing up at Gwent. There was a lot of talented boys up there, and I just went up there and started boxing.
But I
And,
think like with me and Dan, we just had so many mutual things. You know, we both enjoyed obviously the training aspect.
Yeah.
We both like fishing. We
Yeah,
both had the dogs.
Dogs,
and,
yeah.
You know, we both like quids in at
Quids
the time.
in at the time, yeah.
And
Yeah.
our girlfriend's my ex-girlfriend and his wife were sisters. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
were together all the time then. So when we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
family or whatever, we were naturally together.
and we
all
go
the
on like
time.
out on fire, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We want keep you on, right? Because obviously you've got to fight in 6 days. You're flying to China. Well, anyway.
yeah, flying to China.
In
Yeah.
what's that? A week? Just over a week, is
We
it?
fly Monday. 2 days after.
Tomorrow.
our
Week
fights.
tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Week tomorrow.
It's mad, isn't it? Like all written together. Like
It's not on the phone, is it? You were saying earlier on how long the
Yeah.
flight is, and so
Yeah,
it's not.
that's what it shows as well. The short notice fight, it was like, so obviously I accepted the fight and I was like, all right, I'll message my team and say, look, you know, I've got a fight. So I messaged John Kavanagh, I said, John, I'm taking this fight, you know, I know it's not ideal, but blah, blah, blah. I'm already booked up for a fight, he said. I can't come. I'm like, oh, right, no worries. Message Mike, you know, Mike, yeah, we're fighting in China. I'm on holiday with the kids. I'll cancel it. I said, no, don't cancel it. I was like, hey, that's what I said. I'll fucking cancel it.
That's what I mean.
I said, no, my fuck's sake, I would never give myself. I said, don't cancel you all day with the kids, there'll be plenty more fights. So then I messaged like my ex-trainer coach, Chris Reese. I'm like, Chris, you know, can you come to China and corner me? He's like, John, I'm booked up for another fight. He said, I can't.
He's in Bahrain, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm already booked on another fight. Like, fuck, I've got to take my teammates. Who's crazy enough to come to China with me? He's sitting to the right of me.
What are you doing 2 months? 2 weeks Monday?
No, my phone call, I guess, Dan, do you like Chinese? Yeah. Right, we're going to China.
Okay.
That's going to be an experience on it.
Yeah.
It's not somewhere you go.
You're gonna
where should we
go
on holiday?
yeah, China.
Fly in
Yeah, it's gonna be experience. Yeah.
Great.
If it had been like fucking a couple of months online, I would have gone out to watch, like, but it's just fucking too close now.
And a lot of my mates were like, oh, we're coming to go on. I was like, well, hold on now, don't book anything until I get the visa.
Yeah.
You know, now the visa's like, they're all scrambling around now trying to get flights and stuff. And
So you might have a couple of people.
yeah, like actually Bruce Davis and Luke Jefferson are all both flying out, so anything serious, like, so it'd be quite funny to see them out there. See any Welsh show there, because
Yeah, it'd be mad. Yeah.
I don't really. I know of Bruce and
Yeah.
years ago, and I was talking. Like someone was telling me about. I bought a dog, and that was part of it, right?
Yeah.
I was looking for a name for it. Me and one of the boys from
So
the
name it
side.
Bruce is an ugly little fucker.
And I happened to be talking about when Bruce used to fight.
Yeah.
And I bought the dog, and I was like, yes. And my dog is called Bruce.
Oh yes! Yes!
So it's named after Bruce.
Yeah.
Your dog is
named after
what
Bruce.
dog is he?
It's a pug.
A pug, it makes sense.
A big nasty pug.
Pug life.
Genuinely named after Bruce. I don't know Bruce, but yeah, we told him.
Well, he's gonna want to come on
No,
now.
I gotta ring him. Wait there, I gotta ring him. Fuck yes, I'm ringing him. Ring this now.
Who's this guy? Where's he fucking live?
Listen to this now.
Get away
Let's see
from
what
the
he
goal.
says. Right, Bruce, let's see if we can answer because he's got bad
fucking
signal.
nervous,
He's got bad signal in his house. But if not, I'll ring his house and get him out of bed.
Oh fuck.
Right, it's ringing. The suspense is killing me.
I shouldn't have fucking told us.
So wait until we stop recording.
For the people that don't know Bruce, he's a fucking maniac. Alright, Bruce. I'm not bothering you, am I? Oh, I'm on here now live, right, on a podcast by you, right, and the commentator interview guys, he's just let it rip a loose by you, you won't believe it. He's let a little secret loose, yes. Right? Yeah, and he's basically be talking now about who we know and the fighting and this and that, the fight coming up. I mean, somehow you had got mentioned, right? And you got mentioned. He said, "Oh, it's quite a funny story. You should mention Bruce." He said, "My dog is named after Bruce." So what do you mean? He said, "Well, we knew Bruce and knew he's a fighter, so I named my dog Bruce." So what dog you got? I fucking swear. I said, "What dog you got?" He said, "I got a pug. His name's Bruce." He said, "We named him Bruce because he's an ugly little fucker."
I didn't say that.
We named him Bruce because he's an ugly little fucker. Is there anything you want to say, Bruce? Because you're live on, by you. Oh, the guy's name's Owen, and I got his address, right? Don't worry.
I'll kick a couple of boys up out there.
You kick fucking him. I'm kick fucking him that pug too.
Who's that Dan again?
Yeah, Dan. I'm your Bruce.
No, everyone say hello. Dan's
How are you, mate?
What's happening, pal?
I'm good, mate. Good.
Good. What are you on the podcast, you right?
You on the podcast, yeah.
Ask James Lilly, Bruce, and can you introduce yourself and spoke to Bruce now?
Yeah, my name's Di. I'm the one with the dog.
Does it feel weird speaking to a dog? He's having a phone call with his dog. Do you want to say anything in this podcast? Well, I've got it,
No. Well, Bruce, as you claim to fame now, you've got a pug named after you, Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Bruce the pug.
Bruce.
What?
Pug life. Pug life forever, mush. We pug together, we die together, you know that.
Guess what next t-shirt's gonna be?
Alright, mate, I'll leave you go, alright? Just at the
Ah, Bruce.
Oh, that's fucking class.
Brilliant. On that, I think we should wrap it up on that.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, he won't like that. He won't like that. Fucking hell, he's looking for you. Oh, you don't want to bump into him in the gym. He's going to go around asking all the time, what's his name? Is his name Di? Are you Di with a dog? Hey,
Have you got a pug?
have you got a pug? Every pug he sees is going to stop. Is your fucking pug named Bruce? You're always going to walk past, look at the pugs. Bruce? Bruce? Is your name Bruce? Your fucking card's marked, right?
Dan, before we wrap it up, can people still get tickets? Come and watch
Yeah,
you?
people still get tickets to watch me. They get in touch with me or anyone that knows me. Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, there's a link they go to and they can buy tickets in.
Sweet.
I think as well as, we need to give a big massive push and let's get one of these fucking bare knuckle shows in Swansea or Cardiff, They're asking Dan to sell and James to sell tickets. It's fucking hard to sell tickets for people to travel over to London, it's expensive. Let's do a show in Cardiff or Swansea, it'll fucking sell out. There's plenty of boys that are fighting it. And BKB, if you're listening, if we don't do a show, we'll do our fucking own show. Get it happening.
And viewers' fight's going to be on
BT Sports,
isn't it?
Yeah,
Will it be on the same time as a normal UFC?
No, I think
Do you know, mate? I am got.
I think
I
it's
don't
on. Do you know? Bisping fought in China, didn't he? Against Gastelum.
Was it on like 5 o'clock?
It was on like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the fight will be on.
It'll be on early.
Time,
Yeah.
Which will
Yeah,
be
it
better,
should be.
right, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Happy days.
That's a 3.5 win, isn't it?
Lose to me.
Here we are. That was episode 3. I was party.
Cheers, lads.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks, lads.